Hello, Beverly Troop. Welcome back. How are you guys? I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills, and I am here ready to give you all the tea related to the Bravoverse, right? How are you guys? I hope you're having an amazing day. It is December 23rd, and bitch, you know that we are running around doing Christmas stuff, last minute Christmas stuff, and this is not even counting what I'm probably gonna have to do tomorrow morning. Am I right? But anyways, I'm gonna be celebrating. We celebrate the 24th and the 25th. We kind of like have like a mix of like Latino American traditions, you know. So tomorrow I'm hosting a dinner with my friends, with my family, but we actually open the gift when, you know, Santa arrives on the 25th. Am I right? So I'm very excited for all of that. And you know, Christmas is one of my favorite times. You know, tomorrow, either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna be filming my Christmas episode podcast. So make sure to subscribe to my other YouTube channel, The Real Andy Shademan, to get a glimpse of all of that. I'm gonna be doing it from my house. But you know, I'm driving right now to a supermarket, a specific supermarket that I have to go because so tomorrow I'm doing for Christmas, every single one of the guests have to bring a plate, right? I'm not cooking the whole thing. So my plate is I'm gonna be doing shepherd's pie. And I want to do it like as authentic as possible, with the only difference that I know it's made with lamb, but my husband doesn't like lamb. So I'm gonna try to do it with I'm gonna do it with beef, but I need like a very specific type of beef, because I wanted it to be, you know, that very creamy, soft beef. I'm gonna be doing like a slow cooking kind of thing. So yeah, I wanted it to be like really, really, really good. So I'm going to do that. And I was like, let's talk a little bit about Bravo, you know, girl, Bravo, girl. Alex Baskin is coming forward, giving his complete blessings and telling us about how was the decision of bringing Miss Vicki Gunvalson back for season 20 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. I have to tell you, before we talk about what Alex said, I have, you know, it's not like I have mixed feelings. I don't even know how to explain it, because I love Vicki, right? I think Vicki is the OG of the OC of the OGs, you know, like I feel that Vicki Gunvalson is a staple of the Real Housewives franchise, and that will always be that way. She is going to be on the next season of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, celebrating the 20 years of Real Housewives, and she's going to be on season 20 of the Real Housewives of Orange County. So it really makes a lot of sense. However, I'm a little bit scared of what she think the show is going to be, you know. I have seen some of her interviews, you know. She went to Nick Viall. She has been doing another podcast, and she's doing her own podcast, you know. And she has this idea in her mind that she is going to change the show as it is right now. And I'm a little bit worried. I don't think it's impossible, but I think that, I don't know how much she realized that times have changed, fandoms have changed, you know, and that she somehow is gonna have to accommodate to some of these changes, you know, in order to be successful. Now, is this going to be a one time and only? Like, is she just going to be on season 20 and that's all? Or is she plan to continue for another long period of time on Real Housewives, right, as an orange holder? Because there is a lot of responsibility at the end of the day. It's not just like, oh, we got Vicki back and then that's all we need. It doesn't work like that, you know. We love Vicki, and she brings a lot of good things to the reality TV. But if she doesn't bring also a game, I'm sure, and I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to be like, this is boring, nothing is happening, oh my gosh, she's a flop, blah, 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 because I already know how some of, the Bravo fans work. So I'm a little bit nervous. I think the word is nervous for Vicki, because she's kind of like, oh, I don't know why people have to go after someone, why people have to investigate other people, why cannot be just about us successful women like living our lives, and I'm like, oh, like I want to. It sounds perfect on paper, but it's really a credible thing to do. It's really something that is going to be watched, okay? Because that's the key right there. Viewers have been already used to something, and we want to watch certain things. And if the season goes too plain, I am telling you right now, fans will destroy her. Fans will be like, this is too boring. So it really needs to have a nice, to me, I also don't thrive only on drama. I don't think that every single episode needs to have drama. But I do believe that it needs to be a nice combination between regular lives and drama as well, So it has to be like both of them. Do it very carefully. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to happen. Now, Alex Baskin went on Vicki Gunvalson podcast, and he basically re-gave them, his blessing. He talked about why this was important right now. He said that when they were sitting down to like analyzing how are we going to move forward with season 20 of The Real Housewives of Orange County, like there was like no other, like it was obvious that they needed to bring Vicki Gunvalson, because not only the fans wanted, but the franchise as itself need a little bit of a change, because it has been going a little bit too dark, right? He also says that it was Andy Cohen's idea to give Vicki's orange to her at BravoCon, which was one of the very, very special moments that only if you were at BravoCon you got to see, because what you saw on TV was super edited and they cut it for like 30 seconds, but like there was like a standing ovation, there was a lot of applause, there was tears, there was like, it was a lot of like that, right? So so he said like, because Andy Cohen wanted to do this and give the orange without previous conversations as a surprise to Vicki, everything had to be very well done and very well calculated behind the scenes, because usually there is a lot of conversations between the network, the production company, and the housewife before they actually become official Real Housewives. It's a long journey. So everything has to be well put in place in order to work that way. And then after she got the orange, it was just like matters of like signing a contract after, Vicki received her orange, right? He says that Vicki is definitely a staple of the show, and Vicki has a quality as a Real Housewife, to do what it needs to be done to create amazing reality TV. I agree with Alex a lot, and again, I do believe, and I'm very excited to see Vicki back, because as a friend, she never really connected as a friend because she was not involved in any of these ladies' lives. Now, it's interesting to see how she's gonna get involved. Now, the rumor is that Vicki snatched another housewife's orange in order to get hers, and there is a lot of rumors that other orange might be between Katie Ginella, Emily Simpson, and Heather Dubrow, right? This is the thing, Katie, we all know that some of the ladies, they don't want to film with Katie, but Katie now is good friends with Tamara, and Katie actually has been doing a lot of good job becoming friends with Vicki Gunvalson, so I could definitely see Katie returning. But Emily and Vicki, they have like a history like this, I don't know. And then Vicki is not a fan of Heather Dubrow whatsoever. However, I just don't want to see Heather Dubrow to leave the housewife world. Like if Heather Dubrow is going to leave Orange County, it's because I want her to move to Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be losing Emily, but in my mind, I'm just keep thinking, why don't just lose Gina? Like, why is Gina a housewife? You know what I mean? But anyways, we're gonna have to wait and see. Now, there is a lot of rumors that Jacqueline Loretta, Real House of New Jersey, just moved to Orange County, and that she also might be joining the show in some capacity. Girl, give it all to me, bitch. Give it all to me. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel about the return of Miss Vicki Gunvalson to the Real Housewives of Orange County? And what do you think about Alex's point of view? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Housewives of Orange County, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channels, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.